Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and it's Wonderful Friday. If I get any sudden noise in the background, that will be my dehumidifier, and I'll apologise in advance. Right, so I'm up with an MX Art project share and also a personal little haul which I'll share at the end. So first up, I used the little gingerbread joy that was requested, and I got a little bit carried away. I made a tag and I used some glitter that I haven't used in a long while. And if I can get close into that, there, it's glitter from Daris. And I sort of like glued everything up and poured it on, and I thought, goodness me, that's nice, isn't it? So I just got totally carried away with the whole thing, and I just chucked all my sprinkles and my sequins and everything on there. And that little bit of ribbon there is from Dollar Tree. So my poor little gingerbread is drowning in sugar. That's what's going on there. But isn't that cute? Really cute. And fully made up, that is... Let me get that, because it's kind of positioned as it is on the website. I'm going to say 4 3/4 inches once you've made it up. But, you know, poor little thing, drowning in sugar. Yeah, and I'm still kind of wondering why on earth did I buy that Daris glitter? And it's got to have been to do the roofs of little houses to make it look like snow. Because I completely forgotten that there was, you know, a sort of like creamy whitiness to it that almost blocks everything out. So there is my little tag, and I think it's sweet. Right, next up, and using one of the dies from my haul, and another error, you know, first error is the glitter, and I'm telling you, I've had 2 coffees, and the next error on this, it might be glaringly obvious, and if not, I'll point it out. And people ask to see the holly and the berries and also the ivy. So I put them both together because, you know, it's a Christmas thing, the holly and the ivy. And that window die is from my haul that I'm going to share with you. But I was so carried away with doing all my oxide and everything that I forgot to stamp Merry. I just put Christmas. Oh, dearie me. Honestly, I don't know what's going through my mind sometimes. So yeah, I did manage to stamp Christmas in there, as you can see. And at some point, I'm going to insert Merry. I wanted to stamp the Merry in either blue or red. I think that's what threw me off. But I've used Surprise Creation Slimline that I hauled the other day and shared with you. But I do think that's such a pretty die, and I'm trying really hard not to laugh because I can't believe that all I did was Christmas. It's like, well, yeah, you know, that's pretty obvious, isn't it, that it's Christmas? Goodness me. Well, anyway, I put that and trailed it up my little window that I hauled. And when I say little, that window is big enough to be a mini slimline. So the ivy from MX Art, and I roughly know where the stalk is underneath that window. I'm going to say it's 4.5 inches. And then the holly, once again, 4.5 inches, just a fraction over, and it comes with a couple of little sprigs, and you get many berries. But the colours I've used here, I think, were moss, evergreen bough, forest moss, evergreen bough, and barn door, and then the window glass I did in tumbled glass. So those are my errors. Oh, and a little bit of tea dye and walnut stain on the stems. But yeah, say Christmas. So those are the projects that I did for MX Art. So it's the joy with the gingerbread, and the holly and the ivy are 2 separate dies. So I've managed to do 3 there. Yeah. And now I'm going to go into my haul. Right, so the window first of all, and I'm not even sure if I've already shown you these, but the window comes in 2 pieces, and I have, you know, sort of like cut it apart so that I could use it. but I'll measure it to show you. It could be a mini slimline all by itself. It's 6 inches by, let's go by the bottom frame there, and 2 3/4 inches. But if you add your hinges in, oh no, because that little bit is a little bit smaller. It's just over 2.5, so that you've got your little gap in your window so you can have all of your stuff going on, or you can have those bits open like the window is open. So that's one of my personal haul. And the other is, I may have shown you these little geranium flowers and also a pot, and these come separately, but they do, as you can see, fit inside that pot. I would probably look really good sitting in front of that window. So I got those, and I'll do a quick measuring, and that is 2 inches by 2 inches. And then the blooms, before you even get them onto the stem, I'm going to say it's going to be 3 inches tall with the flowers onto the stems. And then the next thing I got was some wheatgrass. So you can see the stalks of wheat, and these are quite large and very autumnal, 5 1/4 inches for the wheat. And then I got myself a little carpet, which you can either cut into to get the design, or you can just have the little sort of like background fringe and take that out, because as you can see, it pops out, and I haven't done that yet. But that little carpet is 3 1/4 inches and 3 1/4 inches. So that's really cute. And then the other thing that I hauled is cookie stuff, because you know I do love my cookie stuff. So I've got sort of like cookie candy numbers, and I also got the dies to match, so you can see they fit, and the size of those numbers is 1 1/4 inches, so a really great size. Sometimes I'm really worried about things that might be too small to colour in, but these are just perfect, and you even get 2 little flames to pop on top so you can turn them into candles. And then the other thing I hauled is the cookie alphabet, which I'm going to turn around that way because it's rather large. See, it's got sprinkles and hearts and stripes. And if you've got all your like pearl drops and things like that, you can actually pipe your frosting on after you've stamped it. And I also got the dies to match in with that. And as you can see, I'll lay them up. They do fit. So it's not necessarily one of those that you stamp and put the die down, but you can see that they do fit, and you have to cut them out individual. So I will measure the die, and that is just over 1 1/4 inches, but I reckon inside there it's an inch, look, because I always try to do the cut line. So that's that one. And then to go with that, I also got this huge cookie sheet with cookies and a little spatula, and then you get other little bits, sprinkles that you can pop on top. So I'm really looking forward to making some Christmas ornaments using this set, and using my Dollar Tree foam board. That is 5 1/2 inches, and it would look gorgeous with your cute gingerbreads on as well, by 4 1/4 inches. So my calamity of Christmas and drowning my gingerbread in sugar and my little haul, that's what I've got for you today. Now I can tell you I will be up on Monday with an Alina Craft design team haul and a project share for Tuesday. So that's Alina Craft Monday and Tuesday. So you have an absolutely awesome weekend. I thank you so much for watching, and I'm going off to Stamp Merry. Bye.